everyone, I'm Neha Rajput. I'm a product manager for QnA Maker in Microsoft. Today we'll talk about the basic of QnA Maker, how this service can help, what are the different features offered by the service, and I'll also show you a quick demo of how QnA Maker can be used to create a bot from end to end. As Satya Nadella said, human language is the new UI layer. Bots are like new applications. QnA Maker emphasizes on this particular thought and can be used to easily build a conversation layer over your data, which can be used to create a search experience or a bot. Creating such an amazing bot experience is a sophisticated process, and Microsoft Cognitive Services, Azure Bot Service, and Microsoft Bot Framework together offers the most comprehensive experience for building conversational apps. Bots, like apps, typically follow an end-to-end development lifecycle. Here's an example of a workflow that starts with design through evaluation. A core part of this development flow is building the language models using cognitive service like QnA Maker and language understanding. In this session, we'll be focusing on this part of bot development lifecycle. Customers can build conversational application in a variety of ways depending on their needs. Starting with the bottom, we offer developers a comprehensive and popular open source framework, free for bot development in the development language of your choice. We have the largest community on GitHub. Next, we allow you to host your bot in Azure with Azure Bot Service, where you can easily connect your bot with multiple channels, both first party like Teams, Skype, as well as third party like Slack, Facebook Messenger, etc., with the click of button. Note, with the richness of the open source community, we also have connectors to Alexa and Google Assistant on GitHub, and customers have used this connector to deploy to production. Additionally, we offer rich pre-built AI models with cognitive services. So you can add natural language processing, speech, and even get started quickly with QnA Maker, a service that can take your existing content and create a question answer bot kind of experience. Finally, we offer Solution Accelerator to help you bring together these services using ARM templates so that user doesn't need to spin up each service individually. And finally, we offer you the UI-based bot designer for customer service. So QnA Maker is used to easily create a conversational layer over your data. What we do is we extract question answers pair from your semi-structured and structured documents like public URLs, manuals, SharePoint docs, etc. We offer you an easy to use UI where you can quickly enhance your question answers, add more, delete, add rich markdown to your question answers. Now the USP of QnA Maker is it gives you a no code or a very low code experience, like just in a few clicks of button you can create a bot end to end and get it deployed on any of the channel based on your scenario. You can also add pre-built personality to your bot. We support more than 50 languages, and this whole service is very easy to scale up and down based on your scenario. Humans have a personality attached to them. When we talk to a friend, it's a friendly conversation. For a formal talk, we prefer professional behavior. We are empathetic to our peers and witty with our closed ones. Can a bot truly depict a human behavior without a personality? I don't think so. So keeping this in mind, QnA Maker offers you to add pre-built personality to your bot. Now these pre-built personalities are offered in 8 different languages and 5 different personalities. Personalities like witty, friendly, professional, empathetic, etc. As we talked previously, when we think of bot, it's not just the basic question answering machine. We expect our bots to be intelligent enough to understand our intents or context of the conversation. For example, if I'm talking to a bot about a laptop cover and in the middle of the conversation I ask, what's the cost of it? That means I expect the cost of the laptop cover, not the laptop itself. So let's go into detail and see how QnA Maker add intelligence to our bot. Multiton is one such feature. So what it does is it's able to extract the hierarchy out of the page. So on the left, what you see is a Surface laptop manual PDF page. And on the right, what you see is a bot created out of that laptop manual. Now how the whole system works here is it's able to understand the hierarchy of the topics and subtopics. So when you ask about accounts and sign in, and there are different ways of performing that particular action or doing that certain task. So our system is able to understand those options belong to this hierarchy, and it will prompt you with those options. Now it gives you more like a guided conversation where you start talking about certain thing and then go deeper into each of the option based on your scenario. Similarly, is my bot intelligent enough to learn with customer interaction? So QnA Maker offers active learning where your bot learn in real time based on the real usage of the bot. So when you ask certain question to your bot and your bot is confused between multiple answers, which can be like the best candidate for that particular query, what our bot will do is it will prompt the user with those multiple options and let users take a call and select the best suited answer for their question. And based on this, what the system does in the backend is it keeps on collecting those samples and it creates a cluster. And then what it does is it represent those cluster with the best candidate out of those clusters and use that candidate as a suggestion in your knowledge base. So on the left, what you're seeing here is one such example where I asked about export, and because there were two question answer pair matched to that particular query, so it prompted me with the two options, and based on the option that I selected on my QnA Maker portal in my knowledge base, now with some time based on the real usage, I'll see those queries as suggestions given to me as part of alternate questions. So it's indirectly making the whole system learn, but also at the same time, it's not spamming my knowledge base, it's just giving those as suggestions to me. And now, based on my scenario, I can either accept them or just completely reject all of those. Now let's talk about our latest offering, QnA Maker Managed. This is currently in public preview. This is like a more enhanced version of QnA Maker, which targets all customers' pain point. First is the simpler resource management. Currently, when a customer create a QnA Maker resource, they need to think about three different services: QnA Maker service, app service, and Azure Search service. They need to select the tier for each of these based on the scenario and how much traffic they are expecting and how many documents they have. In QnA Maker Manage, we merged QnA Maker resource and app service. So now it's just two services to create and manage. Other thing is end-to-end region support. If you have used QnA Maker, then you must be aware that our management layer is only present in West US. Though we don't store any data there, it's more for authoring experience, but there are customers who have strict geo requirements, especially government firms and some private sectors too. With this in mind, we are offering end-to-end region support. We're already present in South Central US, North Europe, and Australia East, and the plan is to be present in all hero regions by the time we go GA. Third thing is deep learning ranking model. So the new L2 ranker is a deep learn transformer based model which improves the precision of the service for all the languages. Now for any user query, the new L2 ranker model understands the semantic of the user query better and gives better aligned results. This model is not language specific and is targeted to improve the overall precision of all the languages horizontally. Lastly is like the wow feature of this QnA Maker Managed, which is machine reading comprehension based on answer spent detection feature. And it's most beneficial for the scenarios where the customer have big passages present as answer in their knowledge base. So currently they put good amount of manual efforts in curating the small or precise answer and ingest them in the knowledge base. The new feature gives them the flexibility to either choose the precise answer or the answer passage. Customer can take this decision based on the confidence score of the precise short answer and answer passage. Now here is one example of MRC based answer span detection. So on the left what you see is the current experience. Now this answer passage is from a knowledge base which talks about COVID-19. So as per the current experience, when I asked like in how many hours do the symptoms appear, so it returned me the answer passage as it was present in the knowledge base. So it talked about like COVID-19 mostly likely to spread from person to person through, and then there are bullet points following it. But with this MRC technology, we are able to detect if there is a fact or like a precise answer present in this whole answer passage, and you can just return that fact to the end user. So if I ask the same question again, by enabling the MRC feature, you will get the precise answer 24 hours. Now you get the confidence score for both of these, like for the short answer as well as the answer passage. And depending on the confidence score and the threshold that you expect or the precision that you expect your bot to return an answer with, you can put a filtering over there, and in some cases you can choose the short answer or the answer passage based on your scenario. Now, when you create bot, that bot can be used either to answer static questions where you have a question answering kind of scenario, but the bots can also be used to trigger some workflow or call some API. So we have two cognitive services. One is QnA Maker, another is language understanding, and both of them are used for a specific purpose. So in case you have static content and you want a scenario where you are asking question, you're getting a fact or a passage, a static passage as an answer, you should be using QnA Maker. Whereas if you want to call some API or trigger a workflow or initiate a workflow, so in those cases you need to use Lewis. So how it works is, for example, you have a travel chatbot scenario. Now, if you have questions like what are the policies around certain things, like what is the carry-on baggage policy? Now, this question can be well answered using QnA Maker. Whereas if you want to book a ticket or cancel a ticket or want to know the real status of the flight, in those cases, Lewis will be used because it will be able to extract the intent and entity, and then you can call your API and get the answer for that. So these are two cognitive services which have their own specific purposes, but there are cases where both of these can be used together. So in cases where both of these services could be used together, the travel chatbot itself is a really great example where we have questions where the answer is static, and there are other scenarios where we want to like trigger a workflow or like booking a ticket or canceling a ticket. So in those cases, Lewis offers a dispatch service that can be used over both of these services, QnA Maker and Lewis. And dispatch is an application which will be able to understand the intent of the query, and it will pass the query to that certain model, and it will return you the best answer for your query. So now let's check out how you can create a bot end to end without writing a single piece of code. So this is the QnA Maker portal page. There are different options present over here. If you click on My Knowledge Bases, you'll see all the knowledge bases that you have created. You can click on Create a Knowledge Base to create a new knowledge base for yourself. I'll just show you how you can do that. You can also see a banner here which talks about QnA Maker Managed that is present in public preview. If you click on this learn more, it will take you to our QnA Maker Managed blog. I'll also provide the link to the QnA Maker Managed blog in the references after this demo. So let's go to create a knowledge base. So this is the create a knowledge base page where as a prerequisite you need to create a QnA service. So let's see what are the options present here the moment you click on this create QnA service. So normally you'll see all the options that are present in GA. So you need to think about three different services and fill up all the information like the location and the pricing tier for all the three services. But the moment you click on this manage, it's just two services that you need to think about. One is QnA Maker Resource and another is Azure Search Details. So for the sake of demo, I've already created a service using this manage public preview. So I'll go back to the create a knowledge base page to show you other options. So you keep on filling the options. Here is the language setting. So this is a new feature that comes along with public preview where you can make your knowledge base specific to every language. So instead of having the language setting specific to service, it can be specific to every knowledge base. So this is really helpful for people who want to create knowledge bases in different languages and bot for different languages. So then you provide the name to your knowledge base. You can also enable multi-turn extraction where your system will become intelligent enough to understand the hierarchy if it's present in the page or the doc or the information that you have shared. You can also create that hierarchy in the knowledge base itself. Then you can add public URLs over here. You can also add a file, semi-structured or structured file. You can also add a personality to your bot. So personality like professional, friendly, witty, caring, and then you click on create your KB. So everything is kept quite simple so that it's quite easy to create the knowledge base without writing a single piece of code. You're just filling up the information based on your scenario and you're good to go and create a knowledge base. So I already created a knowledge base, and for the purpose of the demo I use this COVID PDF which contained information. I can also show you what this link actually contains. So I'll just open this PDF. So you can see there are like a lot of question general FAQs about COVID-19 and the answers to that. It's present in this semi-structured format. So this is what this PDF contains. And if I just click on this and expand it, you'll see there will be questions extracted from that PDF and answers corresponding to those. So now if I click on this test pane, I can directly test my knowledge base. Now this is the option display short answer, which is only available in our QnA Maker Managed public preview. This is for machine reading comprehension answer spell detection. I'll show you how this knowledge base reacts if this option is turned off and if I turn it on. So let me ask a question. So I asked like how many hours the symptoms of COVID appear. And when this option is turned off, I get the answer passage, how it's present in the knowledge base returned as an answer to me. So if you look at the knowledge base for a question like how is this COVID coronavirus spread, there's an answer to it, and this is the whole answer which I got as an answer for my query. Now if I switch this option on and if I ask the same question again, so now the system is able to detect the precise answer or the fact which is like a complete answer for my query, and it returns this precise fact to me as a short answer along with the answer passage. So how it helps is it actually reduces the time of the end user. They don't need to go through the whole answer passage to find the exact answer for their query, if at all it's present in that knowledge base. So what the system does is it detects the exact answer and it returns the exact answer back to you. Now let me show you how you can create a bot, end-to-end bot, and publish it on a Teams channel or any other channel. So this is how you can test your knowledge base the moment you are sure of your knowledge base. So not only that, you can add different feature. So let's say if I click on my answer, I can go and enhance my answer. For example, I can turn the certain thing bold. I can make certain thing italics. So you can enhance your answer if you want. You can create new answer. You can add a alternate phrasing, like an alternate method in which the end user can ask certain question. So all these capabilities are provided by QnA Maker. Now then you click on publish once you're sure of the your knowledge base is good to go and to create a bot. So if I click on this publish, let me just do it here. Oh, I'll just continue. So it will take me to this preview page where it will ask like, are you sure you want to create a bot? And then I'll go and click on publish. And then it will give me the endpoint. So I can directly hit the endpoint, the postman. So the moment you click on this create bot, it will directly take you to this page where all the information will come pre-filled, and all you need to do is to click on this create button. Just check for the information like the regions are correct and everything is fine. You click on create, and like in a few minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes, your whole bot service will be created. So this is the overview page. If you go on test in web chat, you can actually query and test your knowledge base. So I've already done that. I asked like how many hours symptoms COVID appear. I can see exactly the same experience as I saw on the test pane, where the short answer is coming along with the whole answer passage. You can ask more if you want. If you click on channels, you'll see different channels where you can deploy your bot. So for the purpose of the demo, I have deployed it on Teams. So I'll just show you how. All you need to do is simply click on this Microsoft Teams. It will ask you to open, like, do you want to see and open the bot you have created? So this is the bot I have created. I've already been interacting with it. So I asked the question, how much distance should we stay away from people? It returned to me 1.5 meters, which has been picked up as a precise answer or a fact from the answer passage that is given below, and you can find it in that answer passage. Again, I asked the same question, how many hours symptoms of COVID appear, and it returned to me 24 hours, which is again present in the answer passage given below, like while they are infectious or in the 24 hours before the symptoms appear. So here, with this MRC technology, it's able to detect the intent of the query and return the end user the precise fact, so they need not to go through the whole answer passage. So yeah, so that's how easy it is to create a bot end to end using QnA Maker without even writing a single piece of code. So once you have your data ready, or you want to use some public URL and you want your bot to be deployed on your own website or Facebook Messenger or a Teams channel, you can do that like just in few clicks, and you can enhance that using our easy to use knowledge base. Now here are some important links for reference. We have the link to our public documentation, best practices, our portal link where you can quickly go and create a QnA Maker resource, either as the GA service or try our new public preview. We also have a public preview specific blog that is available on tech community. So the last link is for our QnA Maker Managed blog. It also contains a link to our AI show where the demo is specific to our QnA Maker Managed service. Lastly, thanks everyone for attending this Data Platform Summit 2020. In case you have any question, feel free to drop me a message on LinkedIn or Twitter. I'll be more than happy to answer that. Thank you.